Hello, Warhammer YouTubers. It is Hooves of Doom, and it's that time every week to finish up my painting project for this week, which has been great. I've really managed to find a good balance here where I can still play some video games and stuff like that and still finish a paint job every single week, and that's perfect for me. That's exactly what I want to do. So this week I painted up 10 of the Thralls for Idoneth Deepkin. Just got this box for Christmas, so it's nice when I have the opportunity to turn around and quickly finish something that I've recently acquired, and that's been great. Now these were somewhat of a challenge. I originally went with what I envisioned would be kind of just the standard box art, and I'm pretty happy with how the skin turned out. I was a little wary again with that kind of light white type skin to paint, but I think it turned out pretty good, and I'm reasonably happy there. The box art has this orange contrast color, and it was my intention to really go with that initially, but I think I was watching Warhammer Weekly, and for whatever reason, the big turtle giant monster for the Idoneth Deepkin came up in the conversation, and my wife, who was kind of sitting, not that far away, kind of overheard that and was curious. She hadn't really looked at that model before, and so she looked it up, and the way that they painted GW style is in the kind of an orange color to provide the accent for the orange on the models. But someone, in the hashtag painting Warhammer had painted like a green turtle, which she really, really liked. So I actually changed my concept here. I decided to do a green accent color, and I think that's hard, right? I think you often do want something that is a fairly stark contrast from the primary color of the model, which is predominantly kind of a blue, or blue kind of tinted, right? All the metals tinted blue, the skin's tinted blue, they have blue cloth on them, and so going to a green was a bit of a challenge. I wasn't sure if it just was. I was worried that it wasn't going to have a sufficient contrast to really work. But, I think it turned out pretty good. And if I ever do get that turtle, I can then paint it a nice green, and it will kind of go with the colors of the army. So I'm pretty happy with, I'm super happy every single week to get models painted, regardless of the actual outcome here. I'm always very critical of my paint jobs, but at the same time, the goal here is to just get something finished every week and move on. And so there's always some improvement. Every painting project you do, I think you learn a little more. And there's things about these models that I would improve if I were to paint another 10. But all in all, I'm happy with them, and they're finished, and it's time to move on to another project. So this week I'm actually going back to Black Legion. And I'll be painting up probably a squad of Chaos Space Marines, probably from like the Shadow Spear box set, some of the newer Chaos Space Marine sculpts, painting them in Black Legion colors. I'm really trying to focus on single armies, even if I am doing this fairly randomly. What I mean is I'm not switching to Red Corsairs or Death Guard or something like that. I'm going to try to, every time I get a Chaos Space Marine project, unless I'm just dead sick of Black Legion. I forget the name now. I think it's Black Legion. But yeah, the goal would be to focus on that single army. So that's what I'm going to be working on next, a squad of those. And then the week after, I rolled for another specialist game / board games. And I've done a lot of those. I've done Warcry. Recently I did Blood Bowl team the week before. But you know what? I'm actually going to do a board game. And I'm a big HeroQuest guy. Some of my HeroQuest videos are some of the most popular videos on my channel. And I'm going to paint up all of the undead HeroQuest models. It's a chunk of models, quite a few, but I think I can airbrush a good portion of them. And I'm not looking for high quality here, right? This is I don't play that often, right? Not really display models because they're all just monopose identical models. But I want to get some paint on them, get those put aside, and I think that'd be an interesting project. To a lot of nostalgia. So I think that'd be fun. So that's what's coming up. I hope you like the Idoneth Deepkin. I'll see you next time. Bye.